Hey everybody, it's Brett and welcome back to my channel. So we're almost into the middle of the March, so what better time to do what I hope to read in March? I'm a little behind, but it's okay. Um, so I've read some really good books already, which I will show you what those are. I won't necessarily talk about them yet, and then talk about what I'd still like to read. So stick around. All right, so let's talk about first what I'm currently reading. The first is When the Harvest Comes by Den Michelle Norris, which I'm almost through. I'm going to finish it today. Totally enjoying. So there's that. The other thing that I just finished, which I absolutely loved, which I missed when I did my March preview, and I know some of you pointed it out in the comments, and I so appreciated that, which is Twist by Colin McCann. I thought this was so fantastic. Not a very long book. I did this on audio, and Colin McCann reads it, and let me tell you, he is an excellent narrator. So just put that on your list, but I thought it was is great. The other things, really quick succession, that I have already read this month. The Bright Years by Sarah Damoff. This is great for people who like Mary Beth Keane or Claire Lombardo. This is totally going to be your cup of tea. Paul Rudnick's new book, What Is Wrong with You? I love Paul Rudnick. This is really funny, very heartfelt. Enjoyed this as well. One of the Aspen Words long list books, Devil is Fine by John Vircher. I'm so glad I never gave this arc up and I got to read this. Loved this. Totally surprising. Great book. And then Woodworking, which I talked about in my March books that I wanted to read. Read this last weekend, couldn't put it down. Loved this so much that I then went out and bought a copy of it. I loved this. Okay, so that is so far what I have read. What I still hope to get to, reaching. Okay, what I still hope to get to. I'm hoping to hit this today or tomorrow because it's so slip of a novel, and thank you to Hogarth for this. Hunchback by Xiaoyu Ichikawa. This is one of course, the long-listed books for the International Booker. So that's one of the ones that I want to get to. Also, coming out in April, and thank you to Riverhead for this, Audition by Katie Kitamura. I've heard nothing but amazing things about this. I was reading on Goodreads the other day Roxane Gay's review, which she said it's so amazingly written, even if you don't understand everything, or what she said, even if I'm not grasping every concept. And I so appreciated somebody like Roxane Gay saying that, because I don't know about you, but sometimes when I read a certain book and I'm like, I don't know if I'm getting all of this. I'm enjoying it, but I don't know if I'm getting all this. I immediately feel like it's me and I'm an idiot. So knowing that somebody who I totally respect and think is such a literati type person like Roxane Gay would say that and admit it, and I just appreciated it. So, but I don't know if any of you ever feel like that as well. All that to say, really excited for this one. Then another book from the long list of the Booker International Prize, On the Calculation of Volume 1, which we know this is going to be a septology, and I've bought the first two thinking that I'm going to love the first one. So again, slip of a novel. Really hope to polish this off this month. One of my most anticipated books of this year, which comes out in May, Disappoint Me by Nicola Dinan, and thank you to Random House for this. I was such a monumental fan of Belly's. I was like, who is this woman? She's such an incredible writer, and I felt like she was tapping into the zeitgeist of the time and completely encapsulating very much young adult lives right now. And Bellies is right now being adapted for television as a television miniseries by the people that did Normal People in the BBC. So I'm really excited about that. Can't wait to see who ends up getting cast in that. But this is her new book, and so I'm really excited to dive in. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but I've been waiting. But this month for sure. Then, have never read any of David Soleil. Again, I think this was might have been on my March list. Flesh, really looking forward to this one. I know I talked about this because I brought up the Sarah Jessica Parker connection, that I saw her going away for a weekend and reading this book. And then it made me think like, oh my God, I wonder if this is a book that was submitted for the Booker long list. She's on that committee this year. Who knows? All right. Then my last book that I'm really, and it's a little bit of a chunker, is The Pretender by Jo Harkin. Originally, I thought this was a debut, but it's not. Jo Harkin, this is not her first novel, but this is, can I get on my glasses and share with you? Immerse yourself in the world of the Tudors' rise to power with a body and bold tale that echoes the brilliance of Hilary Mantel's Wolf Hall and Maggie O'Farrell's The Marriage Portrait. Well, okay, I liked Wolf Hall. I didn't love Wolf Hall. There were moments when I was like, okay, it's a little long for me. But I did, I loved The Marriage Portrait. I didn't love The Marriage Portrait, but I love Maggie O'Farrell, and I liked The Marriage Portrait a lot. I wanted it to be Hamnet, and it wasn't Hamnet, so whatever, for whatever that's worth. Anyway, I'm really excited about this, and so I'm hearing really great things about it, and so that's kind of the last biggie that I'm going to read. I'm also looking at some books, which I don't really want to talk about yet today. They are titles that I'm potentially thinking about to have authors on for the podcast. So it's kind of like flushing through stuff to see what would work, what I have time for, all of that. So, on the one hand, I can't believe this month's already over. And on the other hand, I'm like, all right, I am getting through stuff. I am reading stuff. But everything seems to be coming fast and furious. April, again, is a massive reading month. So I for sure am going to do a April preview for you guys. But even May and June, I'm like, it really is relentless. All right. So I hope there's something in here that piques your interest. Let me know what you're reading this month, what you've read, if there's something you've loved. Also, let me know if there's audiobooks that you're loving, because I love a good audiobook. So let me know if there's something that you've heard lately that really worked for you. Okay, I hope you're all having a great week, and I will see you soon. No Behind the Stack episode this week, but beginning next week, I will have a run of episodes that are probably at least going to go through the middle of May. So if you're watching or listening to the show, thank you for that. And I have some really fun people coming on. So, okay, have a great week, everybody. I will see you all soon.